We need to be pulled sometimes out of the ordinary and see things a little bit differently. The Latin American culture is one of community, and it's one that we really lack in the States too, because everything is so individual.
The most beautiful thing about Nicaragua is people are together, people are enjoying the great environment that they're in. Daily life is definitely a struggle here. Some people spend 2 or 3 hours a day just getting water. Their days are spent just with the necessities. Amigos for Christ is a nonprofit that works in Nicaragua that is geared towards serving the poor.
I think two of Amigos' strongest characteristics are love and community. Everyone that comes down here, they can feel it.
This is the Shenandoah garbage dump, which basically surrounds the village of El Limonal. The stench is almost suffocating. Well, believe it or not, this is home for about 300 families. It's where they live and where they work, where malnutrition and disease are a part of everyday life. Well, this is where the real journey began for Amigos for Christ.
When we got there, it was just an incredible sight. The poverty and what people were doing to survive was something that we looked at and said, this just isn't the way it's supposed to be. The people that were living there were refugees from a natural disaster. They really didn't have a choice that they wanted to be there. So we wanted to respond. We wanted to try and do something to give people an opportunity to get out of there.
In 2001, Amigos for Christ moved the first 330 families from the garbage dump to the village of Santa Matilda. In 2004, another 116 families were moved to Villa Catalina, where today those families are thriving. And Amigos hopes to move hundreds more from El Limonal within the next few years.
Le doy gracias a Dios y a Amigos por Cristo por toda la ayuda que nos ha dado, por todos los proyectos que han venido aquí a Villa Santa Catalina y las ayudas y los regalos que le dan a los niños.
Tenemos agua, tenemos centro de salud, tenemos la escuela, el comedor de los niños que se les dan su alimento al mediodía, que estudia, la iglesia que nos acaban de hacer, está muy bonito.
Villa Catalina, los proyectos de Amigos por Cristo y Nicaragua entera son una muestra de lo que se hace con las donaciones, de lo que las personas ayudan, cómo se invierte.
Water is abundant in Nicaragua, but it's all underground. People have a very hard time getting to it.
Hay comunidades que tienen que caminar hasta 2-3 kilómetros para poder conseguir un bidón de agua que la pueda consumir el humano, no hay. Entonces ahí es donde Amigos por Cristo busca la solución.
We drill artesian wells that are going to provide clean water and abundant water, because that's going to make a huge difference in the lives of people.
A decade ago, we decided to start sending out a doctor just to go out to the rural communities and see if she could just take care of their immediate health needs. That has progressed. Now we're seeing 16 different communities, and we see close to 600 patients a week.
We provide medicines, we provide free consultations, but it's also a chance for teaching. We're really focused on preventative medicines.
We have surgical brigades that come down and give surgeries to people, everything from plastic surgery to OBGYN surgery, general surgery.
If we have more doctors, they can spend some time making a huge difference in somebody's life. Here in Shenandoah, there's a 50% rate of illiteracy. We build schools, we hire teachers, and we pay their salaries. Every school that we built, we also build a feeding center.
We use the food as a way to get them there to learn, because in the end, their future depends on them learning how to read, write, add, subtract, all the basics.
The attendance rates are incredible when we have a feeding center in place at a school. Families that are living on $1 or $2 a day, they don't have an opportunity to advance themselves. We're able to increase that to $5 a day, $10 a day just through microloans. One particular family is bakers. They were living in the dump. They took out a microloan with us to build an oven. their business cranked up, and now he's probably making about $30 to $40 profit. He employs 3 or 4 people from the community, and everybody's winning.
Ya se llama El Milagro, porque es un milagro que uno sueña, uno siempre le ha pedido a la Virgencita.
To date, we've had a 100% repayment rate, and that's an incredible thing considering people are living at such a low level down here. We want not only people in the United States, but people in Nicaragua, recipients to give and have the gift keep on giving. We operate a farm that we're producing animals. We give it a family, for example, a pregnant pig. And this pig can give 8 to 12 piglets every 6 months. If we gave them a pregnant female pig, they have to give us back 1 female pig, and then we in turn provide it for another family. So it just keeps on going. That's where the name Pay It Forward came.
Through whatever program people are involved in through Amigos, they're learning how to better their life. They're not just learning how to take something from someone, they're learning how to improve how they're living and how their family can live.
Over the past decade, Amigos for Christ has grown from 1 mission trip to 32 trips a year with over 700 participants.
There's no question that everybody that comes down and helps leaves here feeling that they've done something positive and they've left something better than when they came. But they also have learned something a lot from the Nicaraguans. They're struggling financially, they're struggling with their living conditions, but they're happy. And what we learn from that is we learn how to be happy with what we have.
Participants come from all over the world to take part in this life-changing experience.
The #1 question I get asked when I'm home is why? There's so much to do here, there's so many people that need help. Why are you gonna go so far away? Why are you gonna move yourself so far away to go help other people when we need it so much here? But it's a completely different situation. Here, the need's a lot greater. The poverty level is a lot worse, you can't compare the two.
There are beautiful places everywhere. Nicaragua is beyond beautiful, but it's the people. They are warm, they're loving, and they live abundantly and fully in the moment. And that is something that we've forgotten. Kids are happy, they don't have anything to play with, and they're just running around joyful. They just want to hold your hand or swing or talk. We always are looking for the next thing to make us happy. They already are happy. And I think that's why we keep coming back, because we just want to help them realize all their potential. And in the meantime, we want to help us realize what we've been missing.
You need to know what else is going on in the world. You need to know how other people are living. Don't just come in and shovel. Don't just come and carry a bucket, but go visit a house. Go sit with a family.
I guess what keeps me coming back is the relationships that have formed over the years with both my friends here with Amigos and the people that live here. The people have gone from just surviving to really thriving in some of the projects that Amigos has done.
As you've just seen, Amigos for Christ has accomplished a lot over the past 10 years. The construction of this village, Via Catalina, is definitely one of their proudest accomplishments. So much has been done, but there's still so much left to do, and so many ways that you, your family, and your children can make a difference.
Everybody can help us. People can come down here and use their talent in the way they feel they can, and people in the United States that feel like, hey, I want to help somebody else. We're extremely effective. 98% of the donations we receive go right to the projects. We use 2% to operate Amigos for Christ. We know how to effectively run projects. We know how to effectively use our resources so that families that are on the receiving end are going to benefit as much as they can.
He visto cómo la gente cambia, cómo mejora. Y eso es lo que me ha impactado. Gente que no tiene nada, gente que tiene una casa.